Hello and welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to learn how we can delete documents from a MongoDB collection from our Express application using Mongoose model. So again, let's go back to VS Code. And here we have this route handler function called delete. And this route handler function will be called whenever we get a delete request on root URL /API/v1/hotels/ID route parameter. So here on this route, whenever we are going to get a delete request, with that request in the URL, we will also have a value for the ID route parameter. So let's go to hotelscontroller.js file. There, the first thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to make this function as async. And inside this function, first, let's write the try catch block. In the try block, we will write the logic of deleting the document from the collection. And if something goes wrong while deleting the document, the control will reach to this catch block, and there we will handle that error by sending an error response to the client. Now, in order to delete a document from the collection, again, on the hotel model, we have a method called deleteOne. So we also have other delete methods like deleteMany, deleteOne, findById and delete. So we are going to talk about findById and delete method in a bit. But here I want to start from basic. So since I want to delete a single document from the hotels collection, I'm using this deleteOne method. And to this deleteOne method, we need to pass the filter criteria using which we want to filter the document which we want to delete. Here, I basically want to find a document whose underscore ID value matches the value which we have received for this ID route parameter. So first of all, we are going to read the value of this ID route parameter. So I can do it in a separate line by creating a variable and then assigning it with the value of ID route parameter, or I can directly use it here. So here I can simply say request.params. So this params property is going to store all the route parameters which is defined for this request, and there we are going to have an ID route parameter. So we are reading the value of the ID route parameter, and we are saying that filter that document whose underscore ID value matches the value which we have received for this ID route parameter. And once that document is found, delete that document. So this deleteOne method is going to delete that document. We have already learned about this deleteOne method in the introduction to MongoDB section. So there we learned that this deleteOne method, it is going to delete the first matching document based on this filter criteria. So if the filter criteria which we are passing to this deleteOne method, if it returns multiple documents, then the deleteOne method is going to delete the first matching document. But here we know that this underscore ID field is going to be unique for each document in the collection. So it is always going to return us a single document. And that document will be deleted by this deleteOne method. Now again, just like other methods which we use on this model, this deleteOne method is also going to return us a promise. So initially that promise will be pending. And once the document is deleted successfully, this deleteOne method is going to return us a resolved promise. But if for some reason the deletion was not successful and an error occurred, in that case, this deleteOne method is going to return us a rejected promise. So that rejected promise we are going to handle inside this catch block. Again, just like in previous lectures, I'm going to handle any rejected promise by simply sending a generic response to the client. So for that, I have copied this code. From here, what we are doing is, while deleting the document, when this deleteOne method is trying to delete a document, during that time, if some error has occurred because of which this deleteOne method was not able to delete the document, in that case, it is going to throw an exception. And that exception we are handling using this catch block. There, what we are doing, when an exception has occurred, we are simply sending a generic response to the client where we have set the status code to 500, which stands for internal server error. And in the response body, we are sending this JSON object where we have set the status to fail. And in the message, we are saying that something went wrong. Please try again later. Again, we will learn about error handling in more detail, and we will handle different types of errors in different ways by sending different types of responses in our coming lectures. But for now, I'm going to send a generic response if something goes wrong. And also, as this deleteOne method is going to run asynchronously, it is going to return us a promise that promise will not get resolved or rejected immediately. So we are going to wait for that promise to resolve. And for that, I'm going to use this await keyword here. Now, I'm not going to assign the value returned by this deleteOne method to any variable because in the response, I don't want to send any hotel document because as we have learned before, whenever we receive a delete request on the server, if the delete request is successful, in the response, we send a 204 response where we don't need to specify the content in the response. So here I'm going to send a response. For that, on the response object, first I'm going to set the status. I'm going to set it to 204, which stands for no content. And then if I want, I can send a JSON data in the response, or I can simply keep it like this. But here, just for your understanding, I'm going to specify a JSON data where I will set the status to success, and that should be it. Okay, so here I'm not going to send any deleted hotel document in the response. And also, since we have set the status code 204, even though we are trying to send some response here, this response will not be received by the client. So if I save the changes here, let's go ahead and let's test the delete API. So let's go to Postman, and first of all, let me save this request and let's open delete hotel request. Okay, and here let's say I want to delete a hotel. So for that, let me go to get all hotels. Let me send a request to fetch all the hotels. So currently we have 2 hotel documents. Let's say I want to delete this hotel where the hotel name is Test Hotel Jaipur. So for that, I'm going to copy the ID of that hotel, and let's go to delete hotel request, and there let me specify that ID. And here I'm making a delete request. If I send this delete request, you see in the response we have received 204 no content response. That means the document should be deleted, and that I can verify by again making a get all hotel request. So this time we should have only one hotel document in the response. So the previous hotel, the Test Hotel Jaipur, that has been deleted. That's why we are not seeing it in the response. And let's also go to Compass, and there if I refresh the collection, you will see we do not have that Test Hotel Jaipur document in the collection. So our delete functionality is working as expected. But here what I can also do is instead of using this deleteOne method, I can use findByIdAndDelete. So this is the recommended approach to delete a document in a collection by its ID. Since we are going to find a document by its ID and then delete it, we can use findByIdAndDelete method. And in that case, to this method, we just need to pass the ID of the document which we want to delete. That ID we are going to receive from the request parameter. So again, I can say request.param.id. And this should also delete the document. So let's save the changes. Let's go back to Postman, and now I'm going to delete this document. So I'm going to copy the ID of this document. Let's go to delete hotel. There, let me specify this ID value as the value for the ID route parameter. And now if I send a request, again in the response we have received 204 no content. That means the document is deleted. Let's go to get all hotels, and this time when I make a get request, in the response we should not have any hotel document. And if I go to Compass, and there if I refresh the collection, we should not have any document in the collection. So this collection has no data. All the documents we have deleted. So this delete route handler function is also working as expected, and it is able to delete documents from the collection. For that, we have used this find by ID and delete method on this hotel model. In the same way, if you want to perform a CRUD operation on any other collection, for example, in our coming lectures, we are going to create a user model. So if you want to perform a CRUD operation on the user documents, you can use these methods on the user model. Then we are also going to create a booking collection in the MongoDB database. For that, we are going to create a booking model. So on the booking collection, if you want to create CRUD operations, then we can use these methods on the booking model. So as we have learned in our previous lectures, the model is the interface between your Express application and your MongoDB database. So you can perform CRUD operation in the MongoDB collection by calling predefined methods on the model which you have created for that collection. I hope this point is clear now. Now, before wrapping up this lecture, let's also go to the Mongoose documentation. And there, if I scroll down, so here we have guides, and then if you want to see the APIs, the methods which you can use on Mongoose object or schema object or connection object or document object or model object, you can come to this API section. In the last few lectures, we learned about models and what methods we have on the models. If I go to this model here, in here you will see all the methods which we can use on a model. Here you can replace this model with your actual model. In my example, this model is hotel model. So we have talked about this create method, which we can use on a model in order to create a document in the collection. In the same way, if you want to create a collection explicitly on your model, in my example, on the hotel model, I can call this create collection method to create a collection. Then you can also define indexes on the collection using the model object. We talked about this deleteOne method in this lecture. Just like deleteOne method, we also have deleteMany method if you want to delete multiple documents at a time from a collection. Then we also talked about this find method. We talked about this find by ID method. And we also learned about this find by ID and delete and find by ID and update. We also have find one method, find one and delete, find one and replace. So we have a lot of methods which we can use on the model object to perform different operations. And if you want to learn about them in detail, all you have to do is you just have to click on the link. So for example, if I want to learn about find by ID and update method, which I can use on a model, I will simply click on this and it will take me to the documentation of that method. So if you see this method, it takes three parameters. It takes the ID of the document which we want to update. It takes the object with which we want to update the document. Basically, in that object, we specify the fields which we want to update. And then we also have options. Now, we have talked about two options so far. We talked about this run validators option. So if this run validators option is true, it runs update validators on the command. Okay, update validators validate the update operation against the model schema. Then we also talked about this new option, and if it is true, it is going to return us the modified document rather than the original document. But if it is false, in that case, it is going to return us the original document and not the modified document. In the same way, we also have other options like sort. This option sets the sort order to choose which document to update. Okay, so if you want to learn about these methods in detail, you can come to this documentation and you can learn about them in great detail. All right, so this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.